Welcome to Tipsy Tropes, a weekly video series where everyone's favorite imbibing bibliophiles talk tropes. We'll analyze a literary trope, give some examples, and decide whether the trope is worth another round or if it has reached its last call. So grab a drink and join us for our newest game. Cheers!
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Tipsy Tropes with Liz and Casey from This Is Lit. Today's trope is the trope to end all tropes. Over and over and over.
Is it the one with the knives?
It's not the one with the knives.
Dang it.
It's love triangles. Because it's in everything.
Everything.
The first thing that came to mind when I thought of this trope was the Hunger Games.
See, the first thing that came in my mind was Hunger Games, closely followed by Twilight.
Twilight. Hunger Games, Twilight. It's really, really prevalent in young adult lit.
Oh, yes.
But it happens in
Definitely.
other stuff. I mean, like Bridget Jones's Diary has a bit of that.
Yes.
Some of the sequels.
The first How to Run with a Naked Werewolf book by Molly Harper has that.
Shit, even to some extent, especially in the movie versions of it, Pride and Prejudice has
Oh,
it.
yeah. Pride and Prejudice has it.
Now the thing about
Elizabeth Darcy, Miss Bingley.
this, or Elizabeth Darcy, Mr. Wickham.
Yes, and yeah.
Now, the thing about this trope is, it makes sense because not every relationship flows smoothly, and sometimes you have
Exactly,
feelings for more than one person at a time.
It happens.
You know, it makes sense. It adds tension. But it is so overdone at this point.
It should not
I mean,
be
even I think about fucking The Hobbit, the movie. There was no romance at all in the book, and they added Tauriel, the character of Tauriel, and I was excited about that. And then she had a romance with Keeley, but there was this drama with Legolas, who we all know is destined to eventually grow up and fall in love with Gimli. So
Exactly. He builds his own boat and goes to the Undying Lands. And he takes his dwarf with him.
Fucking cheers to that, bro.
But to be fair, Gimli is the only person who gets 3 golden hairs from Galadriel, but that's a whole nother episode entirely.
We're getting really off track.
We are.
These are supposed
Love
to be short.
triangles.
These are supposed to be short.
Love triangles destroyed Middle-earth.
Love triangles are rough. Love triangles are in everything. And here's where in our second episode of Tipsy Tropes, am going to fuck up the carefully crafted system that we totally worked really hard on.
We have a system.
And I'm going to say I don't want it to be last call, but I don't want another round either. I'm going to say I'm somewhere in the middle. Can I get a glass of water? So that's what I'm going to call.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to call it.
I'll give you that.
You're at a bar and they say, do you have another round? And you say, no, this is our last round. It means you're leaving. You say you have another round, you're ready to party. You need a glass of water to get away from it for a second, and then you can decide whether you can handle another drink or not.
And see, I would say it's another round with top shelf liquor. I need it done well. If it's done well, I don't mind it. If it's Twilight, I hate it.
Yeah, if it's done well, I don't mind it.
It's the difference
But
between
it's oftentimes,
Floor Cleaner and Stolichnaya.
The thing about tropes in general is a lot of times they're shortcuts.
Yes.
And this one is a really egregious shortcut. So yeah, most of the time I could do without it, but sometimes it's good. Also, sometimes it's 2019. Why don't we just have all 3 of them fall in love with each other and all get together?
Yes! Mary's Cassette Eponine.
Anyways, so we're going to give this one a halvesy.
Halvesy.
Whatever a halvesy is. So thanks for listening. This has been Tipsy Tropes. Tune in next week for another episode of this. We're building the brand. We're trying.
Yes, we're trying. You can also
build your brand.
Hashtag build your brand. Hashtag it's a twist top.
You can also follow us on Twitter at Wine Literature or on Instagram, which we don't use. So
or at our website at litliteraturePodcast.com, and you can listen to us talk about books.
Are we on SoundCloud and shit too?
We are.
Yeah, SoundCloud, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. Check us out. And thanks for listening.
Cheers.